Well, this is Adam Beanstock here, coming to talk about the morning dew, as you like to get this nice weather coming. It's so nice to have the morning dew. I'm going to play it at 92 on the metronome, which will be the min impulse eventually. So it's going to be half the speed of, this is the crotchet pulse, the quarter note. So it's a 1, 2, 3, 4. Try and keep it as accurate as you can to the metronome, and it's a good way of practicing Irish tunes to play them really slowly, metrotonically, and don't try and hurry them up. If you lift your own devices without the metronome, there's always a tendency to speed up or to cut short notes, which speeds you up anyway. But I'd just like to say something. About 20 years ago, I had the opportunity to do some teaching of kids in the school, and just doing private music lessons. I I refused to actually teach the violin, believe it or not. I taught theory, keyboard harmony, and basic piano skills, and I think there was always this thing about teaching violin as opposed to fiddle. That you could get yourself into a lot of trouble if you taught them the wrong method, or young Lucy, whatever. The parents complain, oh, she's got an awful wrist and shoulder ache, and that's all because you're teaching whatever. And there's a lot of negative things. So people have to be so careful to teach right methods, and especially with classical violins playing. But I believe when I started having fiddle lessons, which is probably about 20 years ago, I was having lessons myself, I found all that sort of inhibitions of not holding the violin properly or having your thumb position, all these things they're picking up. The music ebbed and flowed, and the music almost takes over your playing. And that's what Irish music does, and not only Irish music, but English traditional music, Scottish, Celtic music that we all enjoy playing. So it's just I would say fiddle playing has more license. I would say more democracy of people teaching and learning of other players, and that have more experience than them, and to following, and that's how the traditional in the kitchen of an Irish. They'll all go to the Arga and they'll all get round and play for God knows how many hours, and it'd be a good social event, and that's what it's all about. And so all these classical Suzuki methods and everything else, well, let the people that can do it. And I'm not criticising, but I know I love classical music and everything and what they do, but this is where bad habits. You don't want to pass on your bad habits. Let's put it way you picked up, as I have on my fiddle playing or violin playing, and I focus on more musicianship than the actual technique of the instrument, which it has. The violin is the most difficult instrument to learn in the orchestra. And I thought it was French horn. I even had to go at playing French horn, I had lessons on that. But out of all the instruments in the orchestra, the violin has been voted the most complicated, the most difficult instrument to learn and to get up to a high standard on. Okay, so I have full respect for violinists.